There's something truly special about the way people in the Mediterranean live. They sip their wine, enjoy long meals with family, and stay active well into their golden years, all while savoring delicious food. And the best part, they tend to live longer, healthier lives than most of us. Now, I don't know about you, but that sounds like a pretty good deal to me. So, what's their secret? Well, it's not some magic pill or complicated diet plan. It's something much simpler, and something you can start doing today. It's called the Mediterranean diet, and it's not about restriction or counting calories. It's about making small, joyful swaps in the way you eat, swaps that can help you feel stronger, more energetic, and maybe even add a few extra years to your life. In this video, we're going to talk about 4 simple changes you can make to bring the Mediterranean way of eating into your own kitchen. These aren't drastic overhauls, just easy practical tweaks that fit right into your daily routine. And trust me, your body and your taste buds will thank you. Now, let's start with the first swap, one that might surprise you. Instead of reaching for butter or margarine, try using olive oil instead. Now, I know what you might be thinking, but I've been using butter for decades, and that's okay. But here's the thing. Olive oil is packed with heart-healthy fats that can help lower bad cholesterol and reduce inflammation. And inflammation, as we get older, is often at the root of so many health issues. Picture this. Instead of butter on your toast in the morning, try a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil with a sprinkle of salt. Or when you're sautéing vegetables, use olive oil instead of butter. It's a small change, but over time, it can make a big difference. And the best part? Olive oil adds this rich, delicious flavor that makes everything taste a little more special. Now, let's move on to the second swap. And this one is all about protein. Instead of loading up on red meat, try eating more fish, especially fatty fish like salmon, sardines, or mackerel. These fish are loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, which are like little superheroes for your brain and heart. They help keep your memory sharp, your joints moving smoothly, and your heart ticking along nicely. Now, I get it. If you grew up eating meat and potatoes, fish might not be your first choice. But here's the good news. You don't have to give up meat entirely. Just try swapping it out a few times a week. Maybe start with one meal, like a simple baked salmon with lemon and herbs, or a tuna salad sandwich instead of a burger. Small steps, and who knows, you might just find a new favorite dish along the way. These first 2 swaps, olive oil instead of butter, and fish instead of red meat, are such easy ways to start. And the beauty of the Mediterranean diet is that it's not about depriving yourself. It's about enjoying real flavorful food that loves you back. Now, let's keep going, because the next 2 swaps are just as simple and just as powerful. But we'll save those for the next part. For now, why not give one of these changes a try this week? Maybe pour a little olive oil on your next salad, or pick up some fresh fish at the market. Remember, this isn't about perfection. It's about progress. And every small step you take is a step toward a healthier, happier you. So, let's keep this conversation going. In the next part, we'll talk about 2 more simple swaps that can make a world of difference. But for now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever tried cooking with olive oil instead of butter? Or do you have a favorite fish recipe? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're finding this helpful, be sure to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Because here's the truth. You deserve to feel great at any age. And sometimes, the smallest changes can lead to the biggest rewards. So, let's keep moving forward, together. One of the things I love most about the Mediterranean way of eating is how naturally it fits into daily life. It's not about strict rules or complicated recipes. It's about simple, satisfying foods that have been nourishing people for generations. And the best part, Many of these foods are probably already in your kitchen, just waiting to be used in a new way. So, let's pick up right where we left off, with our third simple swap. Instead of processed snacks like chips or crackers, try reaching for a handful of nuts or some fresh fruit. Now, I know how easy it is to grab a bag of something crunchy when you're feeling peckish in the afternoon. But here's the thing. Those processed snacks are often loaded with salt, unhealthy fats, and empty calories that don't really fuel your body. Nuts, on the other hand, especially almonds, walnuts, or pistachios, are little powerhouses of nutrition. They're packed with healthy fats, protein, and fiber, which means they'll keep you feeling full and energized longer. And fruit? Nature's perfect sweet snack. A juicy pear, a handful of berries, or even a slice of melon can satisfy that craving for something sweet while giving you vitamins and antioxidants that processed snacks just can't match. Now, I'm not saying you have to give up your favorite treats forever. But next time you're at the store, maybe toss a bag of almonds or some fresh apples into your cart. Keep them where you can see them. On the counter, in a bowl. So they're the first thing you reach for. Small changes, remember? They add up. And that brings us to our fourth swap, one that might just become your new favorite. Instead of sugary drinks or even diet sodas, try sipping on water infused with a little fruit or herbal tea. Now, I know how refreshing an ice-cold soda can be on a hot day, but those sugary drinks can wreak havoc on your blood sugar and even sap your energy over time. Here's a trick I love. Fill a pitcher with water and add a few slices of lemon, cucumber, or even some fresh mint leaves. Let it sit in the fridge for an hour or two, and suddenly, you've got a drink that's just as refreshing as soda, but without the sugar crash. Or if you're a tea drinker, try swapping your usual cup for herbal varieties like chamomile or ginger. They're soothing, hydrating, and full of natural goodness. Now, I'll be honest. If you're used to sweet drinks, this might take a little getting used to, but your taste buds adjust faster than you think. And the payoff? Better hydration, steadier energy, and even improved digestion. Not bad for just switching up what you're sipping, right? So, there you have it. 2 more simple swaps to bring the Mediterranean diet into your life. Nuts and fruit instead of processed snacks, and infused water or herbal tea instead of sugary drinks. None of these changes require a complete overhaul of your routine. They're just gentle shifts, little upgrades that can make a big difference in how you feel. And the best part? These swaps aren't just good for your body. They're good for your soul. There's something deeply satisfying about eating foods that are as close to nature as possible. It's a way of honoring your health without sacrificing enjoyment. Now, in the next part, we'll tie everything together and talk about how to make these changes stick, because that's where the real magic happens. But for now, why not pick one of these swaps to try this week? Maybe swap out your afternoon chips for a handful of walnuts, or try infusing your water with a little citrus. Small steps, remember, and every small step counts. I'd love to hear how it's going for you. Have you found a new favorite snack or drink? Share your experiences in the comments below. And if you're enjoying this journey toward healthier, happier eating, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more. Because the secret to living longer and stronger isn't some far-off mystery. It's right here, in the simple, delicious choices we make every day. So, let's keep moving forward, one small, joyful swap at a time. Isn't it wonderful how small changes can add up to something so meaningful? Just a few thoughtful swaps in your daily routine, and suddenly you're nourishing your body in ways that truly matter. That's the beauty of the Mediterranean approach. It's not about rigid rules or giving up the foods you love. It's about rediscovering the joy of eating well, one delicious choice at a time. Now, let's bring everything together by talking about the heart and soul of the Mediterranean diet. Something that goes beyond just the food on your plate. It's about how you eat. instead of rushing through meals or eating alone in front of the television. Try embracing the Mediterranean tradition of shared, leisurely meals. Picture this: a table set with simple, wholesome food, good company, and conversation that lingers as long as the meal itself. There's a reason this way of eating has been linked to longer, happier lives. It nourishes the spirit as much as the body. If you live alone or don't have family nearby, this might feel challenging at first, but sharing a meal doesn't have to mean a big gathering. Could you invite a neighbor over for lunch once a week? Or maybe make a phone call to a loved one while you eat? Even setting the table nicely for yourself, sitting down without distractions, and truly savoring each bite can transform eating from just another task into one of life's great pleasures. And here's something important to remember. This isn't about being perfect. Some days you might enjoy that piece of cake or have a burger at a family barbecue. That's more than okay. The Mediterranean way is about balance, not deprivation. It's about making better choices most of the time while still celebrating life's special moments. Let's take a moment to recap these simple but powerful swaps. Replacing butter with olive oil, choosing fish over red meat more often, snacking on nuts and fruit instead of processed foods, opting for infused water or herbal tea over sugary drinks, and perhaps most importantly, slowing down to truly enjoy your meals. Each one is a small step toward better health, but together they can help you feel more energetic, support your heart and brain, and maybe even add more good years to your life. Now, I want to leave you with this thought. You don't have to make all these changes at once. In fact, I'd suggest you don't. Pick one that feels easiest to you and start there. Maybe this week you'll try using olive oil instead of butter. Next month, you might add more fish to your meals. The key is progress, not perfection. Every positive choice you make is a gift to your future self. Before we wrap up, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these swaps are you most excited to try? Have you already noticed any differences since making small changes? Your experiences could inspire others, so please share them in the comments below. And if you found this helpful, do give this video a like. It helps more people discover this information. If you're enjoying this journey toward healthier living, consider subscribing to our channel. We'll keep sharing practical, uplifting advice to help you live your best life at any age. Because here's the truth. Getting older doesn't mean slowing down. It's an opportunity to savor life more deeply, to nourish yourself well, and to enjoy every precious moment. So here's to your health, to delicious food shared with good company, and to living each day with vitality and joy. Remember, the secret to a longer, stronger life isn't found in some distant miracle. It's right there in your kitchen, at your table, in the simple, beautiful choices you make every day. Thank you for joining me on this journey, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, eat well, live well, and enjoy every bite of life.